is an old Persian poet and actually also a mathematician named Omar Khayyam. He's a great mathematician. He's also a physicist. People think that maybe he conjectured that the heliocentric model of the solar system 300, 400 years before anything like Copernicus did. Omar Khayyam, total badass. His poems were translated in, I think, the 18th century by British poet Edward Fitzgerald and then put into a compendium called the Riyadh, which I highly encourage you to go check out. It's really good. It's filled with just lots of little things like this. So two Omar Khayyam quotes about Carpe Diem. Be happy for this moment. This moment is your life. And a loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and thou beside me singing in the wilderness. Okay, so that's the Carpe Diem lecture. And we will turn. Okay. Okay, so, all right, we're running out of time. This is good. So I challenged you at the beginning of the semester to maybe take this class or maybe not take this class. And to take this class, if you wanted to confront a lot of big fundamental questions about human behavior, human existence, relationships, happiness, and so on. And the reason I did that is I think social psychology really asks these big questions, the big ones, what are some big questions? Who am I? How can I be happy? How can I be a righteous person? How can I do right by the people around me? How can I build and sustain good relationships with others? How can I know if I've fallen in love? Things like that. The big questions, the big ones. And when you're a kid, when you're going through adolescence, or when you're kind of leaving being a kid, when you're like 13 or 14, you start asking these big questions, right? It's this time when you're suddenly like plunged into adulthood, find yourself like, physically about the size you'll be when you're an adult, you start having more complex emotions, you start asking these big questions, Who am I? How am I going to fall in love? How can I be a righteous person? All these sort of meaning of life type questions. And if you're anything like I was, when you get to college, you're starting to stop asking those questions. You're leaving adolescence and entering a more kind of traditional conception of adulthood, or maybe you've even already left it. And adulthood is typified by, among other things, tending to not ask these questions and even to make fun of people who do. I think people tend to get maybe half answers to these questions or no answers at all, and they just kind of move on. They say, look, these questions are unknowable, I can't know, and why is it worth my time to even ask these questions? And then the worst thing is when they go and they make fun of the people who are still asking them. And when I went to college, I had a long journey when I went to college, but when I eventually found social psychology, I found this area where they're asking and trying to offer some sort of answer to these questions. In the same way that the poetry that I read, or the books I read, or the movies I got into had done, and I got into those when I was an adolescent, and then when I went to college, I got into this stuff as maybe a scientific way to get some answers to these questions. And I think that's what's great about this area. And if there's one thing I can turn you on to, it's maybe wait just a little bit longer before you stop asking those questions, Maybe just prolong that uncertainty a little longer before you close it up. And hopefully in this class, one thing you might do is take the tools, take the insights, the themes, the ideas from the class, and take them and rip your brain wide open and look at it closely and sort of decide how you want to put it back together. So the beginning question at the beginning of this clalas was, should you live the examined life? And here's some quotes about that. Shakespeare, this above all else, to thine own self be true. Socrates, the unexamined life is not worth living. And this is actually one that I like a lot from Hermann Hesse in the novel Diem. I wanted only to try to live in accord with the promptings which came from my true self. Why was that so very difficult? Well, it is really difficult, right? Try to figure out who you are and where you're going in life. And I would hope that this class offers some sort of way station where you can kind of stop and reflect, get some tools for that reflection, examine yourself closely, and try and get some answers. So, why should you live an examined life? Well, one thing is knowledge is its own reward. I would argue that this is sort of implicit in your decision to go to college. I mean, who knows why you went to college? Maybe you went to college because of parental, familial expectations. That's probably why I went to college. That, in fact, I could go to college. Maybe you went to college to better yourself, get a better job or something like that, do better socioeconomically. And these are really reasons to go to college. But a lot of us go to college, or something we find when we get to college is there's a lot of knowledge here, right? You can get a little bit closer to the truth if you go to college. You can learn a lot. And if you went to college, a tacit, implicit thing in that decision was you wanted to live the examined life, and that you felt that knowledge was to a certain extent its own reward. Knowledge is practical, and it's valuable for what it can get you, but to some extent the knowledge is just worthwhile on its own. Also, this knowledge, it's social psychology, this knowledge about your place in the world, these kind of big questions, understanding these things can help you deal with them. It can help you live a better life. It has actual practical value. Because the life of illusion is its own punishment. All those people who didn't take this class, oh man, they're crying now. Whew, don't even know what they missed. Just kidding, I don't know. Okay, so, but living a life of illusion, not trying to lie to yourself about the true nature of the world, is its own punishment because delusions are challenged regularly by the events of the world. And this leads to disappointment, insecurity, defensiveness, anger, selfishness, and most of all, new delusions. Think about when prophecy fails. What happened when their delusions were challenged by events of the world? What did they do? They just made up new ones. And really, you should come to college to destroy that, right? And start building up a framework of truth in the way you see the world. That should be what you want to do, right? Nonetheless, most people live a life of false and delusion. But living in reality can help you overcome prejudice. It can limit your conflicts with others. It can reduce your pride and lead to stronger relationships, and it can make you happier as well. I think. Okay. So, some final thoughts. It's very serious. Very serious. So, what do we learn in this class? Are there some basic principles in life for life in these materials? Okay, self-serving biases. We tend to think that we are above average, right in our arguments, justified in our actions. We exhibit motivated reasoning, the above average effect. We do all those things, and yet we should check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. IQ is a great social psychologist. But we don't want to go so far either. We need to be humble, we need to be modest. It doesn't do us any good to think of ourselves as better than people around us. It only creates separation between ourselves and others, and the real way to happiness is by connecting with others socially. But you can't go too far the other way. Don't be too modest. Don't be too humble. Don't fall into the imposter phenomenon. Don't believe you're unqualified to be here, or really unqualified to be anywhere you are. Do see yourself accurately, and then respect what you see. I mean, you're all incredibly successful people. You're at this amazing university. You're well beyond anywhere I could have been, or anywhere I was at your age. You need to appreciate that, and see yourself accurately and respect that. So chin up, shoulders back. Good lesson for life. Good and evil behavior. We got a lot of insights on this. We went off on this for like a long time, right? The capacity for evil adheres in situations more than in individuals. Remember the Milgram experiment? Remember the Zimbardo experiment? Remember that in the Milgram experiment, if you wanted to know if somebody was going to kill somebody, what would you want to know? The situation they were in or the kind of person they were? The situation they were in. There was a condition that they could design that would lead 90+% of people to kill the person. And there's a condition that they could design that led 10% or so of people to kill people. That means that who the people were didn't matter that much. It was the situation that was designed around them. And the situation is what made them kill. So don't be so judgmental of others for killing people and stuff. Just kidding. Okay, be judgmental of others, kill people. But don't be so judgmental of others until you take proper account of the situations they're in. Because being judgmental before you've really taken somebody's perspective only separates you from them and makes it impossible for you to understand them. But then likewise, hold yourself to a higher standard. Be vigilant of your own behavior and be aware of situational constraints that might impinge upon your decision making and make you do things that you wouldn't want to do. The situation is no excuse for you because you've taken social psychology. You know it all now. You know it. Okay. Also, people tend not to intervene in emergencies. But if you can overcome this, this can be heroic. Conformity. Doing what everybody else does can often lead you to do bad things, and it will always lead you to do very boring things. So don't be afraid to be different, and a little reach now and again is healthy. And remember this Thoreau quote. It's a terrific quote. Best quote in the class. The greater part of what my neighbors call good, I believe in my soul to be bad, and if I repent of anything, it is very likely to be my good behavior. What demon possessed me that I behave so well? Conflicts. Interpersonal conflicts come from not understanding other people's perspectives. This is again kind of the same lesson about how the power of the situation creates bad, immoral, evil behavior more than personalities do. What's the case of conflicts? They feast, they run on lack of understanding and failing to take other people's perspectives. Remember the conflict essay exercise and how a simple essay exercise can lead you to take the perspective of the other person and really understand them. And if you're anything like me, when you did the conflict or the perspective taking conflict exercise, you found that you might even have been wrong, And certainly if you really take it seriously, you know there have been some situations where you were wrong in these arguments. You have to try to take the role of the other. It does not happen naturally. You have to really try to do it. It is effortful, and even if you try, you probably won't do it sufficiently. Remember that. Intergroup conflicts can arise with little basis, and they lead to dehumanization of the other group, just like the Robbers Cave experiment. So try to see commonalities with the other group, but and invoke an overarching identity, but know that Stanford does still suck. Okay, stereotypes. People tend to stereotype other people outside awareness, so you will be doing this in the course of everyday perception without knowing it. So you need to scrutinize your judgments of others in social settings. Are you being fair? Are you putting weight on the right data? And if you find yourself saying, I don't know what it is about that person, they just don't seem right for this job, or I don't know what it is about that person, I just don't really like them, well, scrutinize that. What is that thing you can't put your finger on? What is it? Are you being fair? And especially beware of snap judgments, angry judgments. These are moments when you're non-conscious, your automatic stereotypic activation will tend to override the thoughts you would probably prefer to have, the more carefully reasoned thoughts. Also, remember that privilege is invisible to those who have it. So as you look around and make judgments about other people and how far they've gone in life, remember the people who helped you out. And there are people in the world who would change situations with you in a second. Remember everything you have. And even if you had to work your way up from nothing to get here, you're the first person in your family to go to college. That's something to be proud of, but it's not a basis to look down to other people. And there are privileges that we have right now in this room, for being able to be at this university, and we need to be aware of that. So we need to be realistic about the attention to that. Okay, lower status people, they tend to have less influence in groups and less chance to talk. So let women and minorities speak. Also, create participation systems. You will be setting up situations. You will be having power over situations, which will in turn have power over you and others. As you set up those situations, try and create structures of interaction that will allow people to participate in an inclusive way. If you're running a meeting, maybe have everybody in the room have to say something. That way you're sure that you won't overlook somebody and they won't not even have a chance to say anything. There are productive things you can do to counteract these biases. Now that you know about them, in a way, it's sort of your responsibility, right? Because you have this knowledge. Status is a double-edged sword, though. It not only is a basis of discrimination, but it's also one of the bases of social order. And status for generosity or a job well done actually keeps groups together. So don't be reluctant to give respect to these things, give people their just desserts, and so on. So yes, right. Big decisions, maybe sleep on them for a little while. Your non-conscious will think it out. You might make a better decision. On the test, don't guess, but were you to guess? Trust your later instincts. Okay. Immune neglect. We tend to get over things emotionally when we understand them. So preserve the mystery and the good things, right? That's something I didn't emphasize probably enough in the immune neglect lecture. You need to preserve the mystery and the good things. Don't try so hard to even understand the sources of the good things, except in as much as it helps you get more of them. But preserve the mystery and the good things, but make a story to help you understand the bad things. Because if you can create that story and that narrative, it'll facilitate the healing process. And maybe redo pen and paper essay assignment from time to time, because research shows it's extremely good for mental and physical well-being. Happiness. The keys to happiness are not obvious. They're not the things you necessarily would think they would be. So what doesn't work? Well, most of the stuff the positive psychologists tell us about. The relentless pursuit of wealth, possessions, excessive rumination or fixation on things. These things make you unhappy or make you less happy than you could be. But enduring sources of happiness include good relationships, pro-social behavior, exercise, flow. I don't know why I capitalize that. I must feel a little flow at the time. Meditation. That way you're happy not so much at the time as longer term. Do these things and you will live a happier life. But the biggest way to live a happier life than you would otherwise be to sustain great relations with others, and to do that, show gratitude. Express to people your thankfulness for the things that they've given you and the ways they've supported you, and that will nurture those relationships. It will set your frame on those relationships correct. You'll think about what you owe other people, the debts you owe, and not so much on what's owed to you. But it will also help you do right by these other people, and they'll treat you better as a result. Relationships. Remember, the big finding from relationships is, or the first big finding we talked about in the lecture is, love chooses you, not the other way around. It is not so much the case you have some set of this checklist, all these preferences, and then you go out and you find the person that fits that. Instead, it's much more the other way around that you will find yourself in love, and awareness of that can help you live in concert with reality better. Also, avoid Jonathan Haidt's two pitfalls. Over-fixating on the highest highs of passion, running off to Vegas and getting married when you maybe wouldn't be advised to do so, but also undervaluing long-term companionship. That's something we tend to not do, especially when we're younger. Undervaluing long-term companionship can get in the way of you realizing which relationships are really the ones that will work longer term. And the longest-lasting relationships are those where people see each other accurately. That's the marriage shift, right? So if you can find one of those relationships where you see each other accurately and accept that, and have good companionship, well then maybe that is the one. Maybe that is the answer to that question. So be open-minded and accept you have some faults, and don't be afraid to let the other person know who you are. Because ultimately, if you want to get to where you want to get, or assuming you want some long-term partnership, it's going to involve showing somebody who you are and finding out if they'll accept that. Happiness and Carpe Diem. People aren't watching you closely, judging, silently judging. We tend to regret inactions more than we regret actions. So seize the day. Psychologically and socially, we are what we do. This is the cognitive dissonance principle, right? Thought tends to follow behavior. We become the way that we act. Remember that when people were compelled to tell a lie about an experiment for insufficient amount of money, they just decided that the lie was true, right? And so if you make yourself act in some way, then you'll become that person. You want to stop being an alcoholic, stop drinking, you'll eventually stop wanting alcohol. You want to stop smoking, same thing. You want to be a fun person, go out and have fun, you'll become a fun person. You want to be extroverted, go to that party. Answer the phone. Don't do the opposite. Don't do whatever you're doing. And Kurt Vonnegut has a great quote on this: be careful what you pretend to be, because you are what you pretend to be. Even socially, that the reality of who you are is a social individual. It's what people perceive you to be. That's who you are. But it also works at a psychological level as well. That if you behave in some way, you'll become that person. That's the way that probably Kurt didn't anticipate, but it's true as well. So to have that life that you want to have, you must behave as the person that you want to be. This is not easy. It's effortful. It's not easy to change the way you would normally behave, but it is the key. If you want to change who you're being, you're enacting stuff, the only way to do it effectively is through your behaviors. And then, fundamentally, I think the biggest idea in this class is that your life is a social life. The things that corrupt us, the things that make us evil, and in some cases the things that make us appear good, are generally social factors, the power of the situation, the influence of others. People cause most of the terrible things that happen in this world, and they also make most of the great things. And when they make the terrible things happen, it's often as a result of the situations they find themselves in, not the personality that they believe drove them to that. And getting over terrible things can itself be a social process. Remember that the immune neglect process can be triggered by talking with other people, talking with a counselor, filling out an essay, it'll be read by some reader, talking with a friend. That's when you get over things, and it's a social process. It's all of it social. Other people determine much of our behavior, the power of the situation. Social factors do more in everyday life than does personality. And the keys to happiness, they lie between people more than within them, right? I used to have this theory when I was younger that you can maybe just decide to be somebody else one day. You just wake up and say, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to do the things I want to do, and you just decide that. And then just one day it'll all be better. And this idea is a really, really stupid idea. And since I got into social psychology, I realized it's all the other way around. To change, you want to change yourself, you have to do it with effort, and you have to do it day by day. You have to enact the person you really want to be. You can't just decide to be the person you want to be. And you can't just wake up and decide you're going to be happy. You have to behave in a way that will make you happy. You have to sustain your relationships with others and exhibit pro-social behavior. These are the two biggest ingredients, I think, if you want to live a happy, purposeful, meaningful life. Create and sustain great relationships with others and exhibit pro-social behavior. Help people do right by the other people in your life. So do right by the society you find yourself in, the people you find yourself with. Your life is a social life, and the keys to getting things that you want are social keys. If you don't do right by other people, you won't be able to achieve happiness, you won't be able to sustain relationships. But if you can, then the world is wide open to you. And this idea that your goals and the means to get to them are essentially social in nature, that was the idea of this class. That was what this class was about. So that's it. That's the end of the lecture. That's the end of the class, actually. Okay, so now we'll take a few-minute break, and then we'll do the exam review session. We'll pass out review sheets, perhaps redundantly if you already have them, but so be it. And then we'll do evaluations after that. So hang around for 30 more minutes. Okay. If I get your attention, we'll get started. If I get your attention, we'll get going with the review for the exam. One thing I do want to do before we move on to the exam is anybody here graduating by any chance? Is anybody? Okay, now, if you could please all stand up so that we can, yes, I know all of you just had your hands up, so you have to stand up. We want you to know we're really proud of you. Well done. All of you stand up, all you seniors. Nice work, nice work. I'm sure you will represent us beautifully in the real world, whatever that is. Okay, so questions about the final. Yes, sir. Yes, flow. That's a concept from the happiness lecture. It also came up in Jonathan Haidt's happiness hypothesis. Flow is an idea of Mihai checks Mihai. That's very similar to what Jonathan Haidt says. Okay, all right. Nora actually knows him, so she would know better than me. Okay, so here is flow. Flow is explained here. It's the experience you have in your totally immersive task that is challenging and stimulating but well suited to your abilities. You tend to go in the zone. Think about like whenever you do anything athletic, for example, you're in the zone because you're just an athlete. Sir, yes. Yes, Eastwick and Finkel is a paper that we talked about in the relationships lecture, and it is basically a paper that says you don't know what you want. That one of the many papers in the class, but you don't have any idea. You don't know what you want. Your mate preferences don't predict the people you actually wind up with. But right, no, that's basically it. Yeah, but nonetheless, people do fall in love. Love chooses them, not the other way around. More questions? Yes. That's an excellent question. Okay, so I would say for that, yeah, if you're getting assigned readings, don't pick. I actually lost to asking this question. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Don't pick like a really small random experiment from one of the books. That would be the only restriction. Yeah. One of these essay questions is prompts for log answer number 1 is identify your favorite study from the last third of the class, explain the methods of the study in detail, explain the results thoroughly, and explain the implications of the study. What if you didn't have a favorite study from last third of class? Pretend that you did. Pretend your least favorite study from the last third of class. And yeah, just don't pick something really obscure from one of the books that probably wasn't like explaining much detail. That'd be the only way to go wrong there. Otherwise, everything's game. Yes. Yes. Well, the questions, the multiple choice questions, that tends to be where the reading questions get really specific. They will be equally specific as before. They're essentially designed to where if you read it, you'll get it right. If you didn't, you won't. Yeah. So read it. You'll get it right. You have 48 hours. Yeah. Sure. The thin slices experimental paradigm came from the automaticity lecture, the first automaticity. Well, yeah, automaticity 1 and 2. I don't know why I called it that, but I did. And the thin slices experimental paradigm is explained here on like this page. Yeah. And in the thin slices experimental paradigm, people are shown the personality characteristics. They're asked to judge personality characteristics of others from just thin slices of information. So they're given only thin slice, like a silent videotape, for some period of time, 10, 15 seconds, something like that, and asked to guess how altruistic is the person, or how extroverted, or what's their IQ, or what have you. And people are surprisingly good at making those judgments from even thin slices. I again lost to the person. I gotta say, I'm so exhausted. I'm just like a mess today. So like I feel like I'm on. Well, I'm not finishing that sentence. I'm gonna show prudence for the first time this semester and not finish that sentence. Okay, all right, there you are. Sure, you're welcome. All right, let's pack in these questions because we're gonna run out of time in about 5 minutes. We'll be able to think. So I'm just trying to really quickly. Yes. Oh yeah, can I explain implicit egotism? I certainly can. Implicit egotism is a concept from the automaticity miscellaneous series of lectures, and implicit egotism is the underlying mechanism that drives the why Susie sells seashells from the seashore effect. That wasn't easy. And why Susie sells seashells and the seashore effect, find the seashore whatever, is basically people tend to move to places or take jobs that resemble their names. And the reason that they think that this is implicit egotism, that people have generally positive impressions of themselves. Okay, there's a question over here. Yes, sir. Nonverbal complementarity. That comes from the automaticity mimicry lecture, which is here. And it's actually the opposite of mimicry. It's complementarity. And people tend to, with dominance or hierarchy-related nonverbal behaviors, they tend towards complementarity. So, for example, in the Tiedemann and Vergal 2003 research, there was this tendency for people who had adopted expansive body postures for the people that worked for them to have constricted ones, and vice versa. And when you adopt a constricted body posture, the person you're with tends to expand. Yes. The imposter phenomenon, that came from the happiness, right? Yeah, happiness lecture. And it is the tendency of successful people. Feeling among successful individuals that they do not belong in elite academic or professional settings and are just waiting to be found out. It's a common feeling amongst women minorities that they don't belong in these elite educational settings, and they're wrong. There's a question there. The police officer's dilemma is from automaticity. One of the automaticity. No, it's from stereotypes. Okay, police officer's dilemma is some research by Joshua Farrell and colleagues. It was covered in the stereotypes lecture, which shows that, among other things, one reason perhaps why African Americans in this country are disproportionately victims of accidental police shootings is, well, one reason maybe they're not so accidental, but another reason is stereotypic associations of African Americans as hostile and threatening lead people to believe, or lead policemen to police people to conclude that they maybe have guns or weapons or are going to attack them or something like that. I know this question here. It was you, maybe. Somebody. Yes. The first instinct fallacy, that came from automaticity miscellaneous lecture. Oh dear. Let's see that. Which is this? No, it's this. No, it was that one. Okay. Automaticity miscellaneous had first instinct fallacy. This is some research by, I think, Kruger, and you're also supposed to read an article on it, and it's the idea that people think you're supposed to go with your first instinct on multiple choice